Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we've acquired our second party member, Cooper. He is a Koopa Troopa, which, now that I think about it, our party members thus far are all Mario enemies. I find that very interesting. Like, if this was like, I don't know, more like a generic RPG, the other characters on our team might have been like Toads. So, kind of nice that this game is letting us have playable Mario enemies on our team. Also, we can like get information on them on this screen, usually on their abilities, but a little bit of bio as well. Goombario is a clever young adventurer who admires Mario. Cooper is an adventure-loving Koopa who wants to be an archaeologist. Everybody has dreams. We got a map here. You know what? I need to go over this map sometime, because there's an interesting observation I have made about it, but I'm not prepared to point it out yet. I need to get something loaded into my streaming tool. Oh, little Cooper is going to go on Mario's adventure? How cute. Take care. Not many people are going to say much about Cooper going with us, but I figure it's worth acknowledging that he is coming along. The fuzzies are gone now. Phew. To tell the truth, though, it's a bit boring here now. You'd rather have your shell stolen? That doesn't seem very something, I don't know. Weird, whatever. It's like saying that after somebody comes along and starts throwing bombs all over the place, things are boring once they've been caught. You don't exactly want that back. Those fuzzies were a real pain in the shell, but it seems too quiet without them. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if they came by once in a while. Don't tell anyone I said that. Oh, I won't. But I make no promises about the people watching this. Can I get anything else out of this tree? No. What else? Oh. These guys. You must listen. The Koopa Brothers in the fortress worked us too hard. It was a long road, but I'm still glad I ran away. At first I thought he was going to say the same thing as before, but he's not. I'd rest easier if I knew those Koopa Bros had been punished. Finally. Without those fuzzies, it's so peaceful here. But what good is peace for us if our friends are still stuck in jail inside the fortress? Well, you know, silver lining, that sort of thing. What items do I have? I need to have a couple of power blocks on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make use of the shop now. Buy a couple of those. 4 coins, yes. And again. And I have too many items. Alright. So do I want to... Oops. Do I want to check them? I mean, ideally, you would check in items so that you can grab them later, but considering how many items the game gives you, my inventory is never empty enough to get them back. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and sell something. What am I going to sell? A Koopa Leaf heals 3 FP, that would be useful. I don't need 2 Sleepy Sheep, necessarily. I also don't necessarily need all these mushrooms either, so I think I'll go ahead and sell a couple of mushrooms. Well, maybe 1 mushroom and a sleepy sheep. That'll do. What are the other items here? Dizzy Dial makes enemies dizzy. Attack, MP heal, Volt Shroom, electrifies Mario briefly and damages enemies who touch them. Kind of a good item, but not necessary. Especially since we're going up against a bunch of Koopas who basically are going to be immune to that when they're in their shell. Hey, did you already go see the elder of the village? His name's Koopa Coot, and he was looking for you. He said something about needing something from you. His house is at the far end of the village. You really should go visit him. Ah, yes, Koopa Coot. I'll start doing things for him after the first chapter. For now, there's a certain point I want to be able to reach before the end of the stream, so we'll ignore him for now. For the time being, he's not going to give us anything useful anyway. So let's see here, checking my notes before I move on. I was apparently meant to talk to a couple of other Koopas. Ah, well. One of them was basically going to talk about how the Koopa Brothers used to live in that village. Little bit of backstory. Okay, starting off, I should actually go back to the village anyway so that I can heal my MP. Yeah. I should have done that. So, I'm gonna do that, because I want to be able to use these special attacks. I mean, I have MP restoring items, but I don't want to use them right now. And while Mario's resting, I'll check on those two Koopas. Near tree and near the one near the tree. Those are the two that I wanted to talk to for whatever reason. The Koopa Bros of the fortress used to live in this village. They left though because they said it just wasn't exciting enough around here. Interesting that we're getting a little backstory about the villains of this chapter. Is it true that Cooper is joining your adventure, Mario? That's terrific. Come back as a hero, Cooper. You're not even going to respond to that? Yeah, like I said, Cooper doesn't actually get much dialogue in the game. In fact, that's kind of a problem with all the party members. This is mainly a Mario adventure, and he just happens to have a sidekick who is hanging around. Oh, really? I already fought you. Go away. And by that I mean, I'm running away. Hop down here. You lose coins when you run. Kind of unfortunate. But I got them back. Give me that. I'm gonna have to drop something already, aren't I? How many items do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. No, I only have 8. I can grab that. After fighting this guy, I was trying to hit the hammer button. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Somehow I expected that to cause 2 points of damage. I am mildly disappointed it didn't. Did I mistime it? You know, that's probably what happened. I mistimed it. How unfortunate. Guess I am dealing with this. And I wasted FP. Alright, sign. No entry allowed, Mario. Yours truly, the Koopa Bros. Too bad. Nifty. Okay, so the flying Koopa Troopas. They be annoying. They are super hard to get the first strike. and unfortunately are also pretty difficult to not get hit by a first strike. At least I was able to time that first attack. To the first block, that is. From here, they're basically regular Koopas. In fact, it occurs to me, I haven't tattled these guys yet. So next Koopa paratrooper I find, gonna want to do some tattling. Let's see here. I guess I'll go ahead and bring Goombario out now. Meanwhile, Fire Flower. I'll probably go ahead and use that in a moment. Hold on a sec, let me double check my items. I did buy 2 power blocks, right? I bought 1. You know what? I can do this. My plan was to go forward with 2 power blocks and 1 fire flower, but I can go with 1 power block and 2 fire flowers. That is still completely usable and that sort of thing. And I should have totally kept Cooper out. So the unfortunate thing about changing party members, while you're able to change party members in battle, it costs a turn. There is a badge in the game that allows me to swap party members without costing a turn, and you can bet your britches that I'm totally going to be getting that, because it is super duper useful. Oh, almost had to level up. As soon as I level up, I'm totally going to want to figure out what sort of... Hey, gotcha. What sort of badges I'm going to want to wear. An extra 3 badge points. Gonna level up, get more badge points. Especially with this fight. Give him plenty of experience. Actually, an interesting observation, I do not know why I didn't jump on the first guy. Every so often, like in a group like this where there's 4 enemies, it seems like certain enemies give a little bit more experience than normal. Because normally these guys were given like 2 experience each, but considering I just got 12 star points, that does not average out to 2 each. And I still need to actually tattle one of those guys. I'll get more eventually. Alright, I got 3 extra badge points. What do I want? Close call, perhaps? Dizzy attack? No, I don't necessarily know that I'll use Dizzy attack, because usually I'm going to try to get the first strike, get some damage in. So I think for the moment I'll settle for close call. I don't necessarily need hammer throw, but I'll go ahead and equip it anyway. It might come in handy in the upcoming dungeon. I didn't need to hit that because I leveled up. Alright, Goombario again. Here's Koopa Bros Fortress. This used to be ruined, but I guess the Koopa Bros rebuilt it. It looks pretty huge, huh? And solid, too. This fortress was originally built around the same time the Bob-Ombs took up residence on Pleasant Path. Interesting. Gotta love a little bit of history, world building, that sort of thing. Whoa! Mario! What the... Oh, we're in a world of hurt. Mario's here already. I gotta tell the leader. Red Koopa! It's pretty chilly inside this fortress, isn't it? It must be because there's so much water inside. Maybe. They don't seem to mind it, though. Assuming that that's just not a pair of discarded shells. Which is entirely possible. You never know. Alright, there's an enemy that I get to tattle. This is a Bob-Omb. Bob-Ombs are pretty temperamental, and they get steaming mad when you attack them. 3 HP, 1 attack, 0 defense. You better not jump on them when they're angry, or they'll blow up in your face. In fact, stay away entirely. Attack them from a distance with items like hammers, or you could send in other things like shells. If they attack when angry, they'll charge in and explode, so you better take care of them before they blow. They don't actually get angry though until you attack them. Otherwise they'll just do a regular attack. With that in mind, I don't want to give this guy a chance to be angry and explode, so doing that. And I got a key. Okay, you know what what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this in the correct direction. You can use Koopa to get a first strike. Kinda handy. The bad news is now this guy's kind of angry. So, what I'm gonna do is start by doing this, so that Koopa nor me takes damage from him when he exploded. And of course I'm going to do that. If I gave him a chance to explode on me, it'd be kind of unfortunate. When they're getting ready to explode, by the way, you don't necessarily need to worry about causing enough damage to take them out, because they will, well, explode. I need to work on that timing. In fact, given the circumstances, I don't need to time anything with these guys. Whoop! And that's it for them. This fortress stays cool all the time because it's built entirely of stone. Didn't you just say a few minutes ago it was because of the water? Ha! Let's see the great Mario get any farther now. Okie dokie. Eek! Mario! You, don't try any... You'll still never find your way through this fortress. Looks like there might be some fighting here. How exciting. See ya! Yep, fighting. Plenty of it. So another thing about party members in particular, by the way, I've mentioned this before, but if they ever take damage, they wind up being stunned for a few turns, depending on how much damage they take. However, given the circumstances, Goombario's about to get blown up, but that's okay, because it's the end of the battle anyway. Sorry, Goombario. Although, I suppose it's not too bad a situation. I mean, sure, it hurts like dickens, but apparently you don't actually really take damage from the attack. Considering you're already well by the time you get landed on your feet or something. I don't know. The point is, he got up and he's all well. Didn't even matter that he got blown up. He got blown up and he lived to tell the tale. Having these multiple Bob-Ombs does kind of make things a little tricky. I don't necessarily have other items I could have used. Well, I suppose I possibly could have used a Thunderbolt. I don't know. Unfortunately, when it comes to using items, your party members can't use items in this game. I want that. Kind of weird that you're able to squeeze through there like that, given that there's a clear, cracked wall sitting there for you to blow up and get it with. Alright, Power Bounce jumps on one enemy continuously until you miss an action command. Could this potentially be useful? I don't know. Actually, yes, this could potentially be useful. Uses 3 FP, though. That is kind of expensive. I still do not know how I didn't land on that thing. You know what? Maybe Power Bounce won't be useful. Because I can still cause a decent amount of damage with this attack. And that's without using as much FP. So, maybe not a great item, actually. Then again, compared to the hammer throw, I probably don't necessarily need that at this point either. Now that we've got enemies that are... Well, no spiked enemies anyway. For the time being. Well, I missed him. Thankfully, he also missed me. No, I'm not entirely a fan of this fight. Also not a fan of how I totally missed that attack there. So, better hope I time these good. I'm trying to think if there's some other thing I could potentially use here that would be better for the situation. The only thing I can think to do is bring out Koopa. We won't be able to take these guys out in one hit, so I'm still possibly going to take damage. But at least this way I have a way of taking them out. Without being blown up. I could, of course, use an item, but I'm really wanting to save the items that I have. At least the attack items that I have. The Thunderbolt item aside. That item actually isn't going to be that useful at the moment. Certainly not going to be useful against the bombs. Because it only hits one enemy. Ooh, rumble. Well, guess we're going this way. Check out in here real quick. And there appears to be a bunch of Bob-Ombs in a jail cell. given the spacing between the bars, I feel like the Bob-Ombs could totally just walk right on out. But, you know, this was in an era where invisible boundaries were all over the place in 3D video games, so I guess I can forgive him for being unable to just walk right on out. So, what is the deal with these things? Well, we're going to have to find out after the episode break. We'll be right back.